Last week walinipata unawares. Warudi tena. Wajaribu tena. We will protect the city.
They say, when elephants fight, it is the grass that suffers. This African proverb captures the tense and chaotic scenes that unfolded in Nairobi early yesterday as peaceful protests descended into violence.
Daily bana. Hatutaki mchezo hapa CBD. Hautakuja hapa in the name of maandamano, tunataka kuharibia watu biashara. Ushakuja na tuna patrol. Komanda amepatana na chairman wa Gunzi mwenyewe. Jaribu mchezo. Hii nyumba mtaguza tena venye muliguza. Na tunasema hivi. Hao wenye wanalipana tutapatana head on head. Lakini mtajua. Tumesoma mpate kazi, sisi tumesoma ili tujitegemee. Hamwezi pata kazi tu hivyo hivyo.
The city's central business district turned into a battlefield after reports emerged that had goons allegedly linked to Nairobi Governor Johnson Sakaja's camp attacked Genz protesters who had gathered to demand justice and accountability.
Akachukua simu yangu, alikuwa amechukua simu yangu nikamshika hivi. Wakamshika nikamchukulia.
So who are these guys exactly?
They are goods sent by the Sakaja Goons and the government. The police have been watching the goods terrorize innocent people. We managed to get one of them, but they're still regrouping. They just beat people up, people who were just minding their business. The police are...
What started as a peaceful demonstration quickly turned into a nightmare as hooded men armed with crude weapons stormed the streets. Eyewitnesses say the attackers targeted youth groups who had organized themselves to protest increasing police brutality, rising cost of living, and what they termed as corrupt and detached leadership, including protesting against the deaths of Alberto Juang. The demonstrators, mostly youth, clad in black, were chanting and waving placards when chaos erupted without warning.
So sad. So sad. So sad.
According to multiple sources on the ground, these attackers did not behave like ordinary criminals. They moved in a coordinated manner, knew exactly who to target, and acted without fear of being arrested. Several injured youth were rushed to nearby clinics, some with deep cuts, others bleeding profusely after being hit with stones and black objects. Questions are now being raised over who sanctioned the attack. Protest leaders are pointing fingers at Governor Sakaja's office, alleging that the goons were mobilized to sabotage the youth-led protests that have recently gained significant public sympathy.
Last week walinipata unawares. Warudi tena. Wajaribu tena. We will protect the city, the capital city. Wasijaribu. Yani, si wanasema kuna siku wanakuja? Wajaribu kugusa mali ya mtu yoyote.
Siku zote. Igwe! Gavana Igwe! Sakaja! Tumelinda jiji. Hatuogopi wakuja sasa. Wakuje sasa.
Social media was flooded with videos showing unmarked motorbikes dropping off men armed with sticks and metal rods near protest hotspots. Civil society organizations have condemned the violence and called for the immediate rearrest and prosecution of those involved.
Thank you, ladies and gentlemen. I'm Babu Owino, Member of Parliament for Embakasi East constituency. I stand before you today not just as a voice of concern, but as a citizen who is deeply outraged by the senseless violence we are witnessing. The recent attacks by goons on innocent people are not just cowardly. They are a direct assault on the values we hold dear as a society: the value of peace, value of dignity, and justice. Let me be clear today with what is happening in Nairobi at the CBD. There is no place for violence in a civilized society. No ideology, no agenda, no grievance justifies raising a hand against another human being. These goons, these thugs are not heroes. They are criminals and they must be treated as such. We cannot and will not remain silent when our fellow citizens are beaten, harassed, and intimidated. Silence in the face of such brutality is complicity. It is our moral duty to speak up, to demand accountability, and to ensure that those responsible are brought to book.
Wewe tunawaambia daily bana. Hatutaki mchezo hapa CBD. Hautakuja hapa in the name of maandamano, tunataka kuharibia watu biashara. Ushakuja na tuna patrol. Komanda amepatana na chairman wa Gunzi mwenyewe. Jaribu mchezo.
Hii nyumba mtaguza tena venye muliguza.
Na tunasema hivi. Hao wenye wanalipana tutapatana head on head.
Governor Sakaja, through a brief statement on his social media accounts, denied involvement, claiming he supports peaceful protest and is working to protect Nairobians. However, his words have done little to calm the rising public outrage. Critics urge that the governor's failure to ensure the safety of protesters within his jurisdictions amounts to complicity. The National Police Service, already under scrutiny for excessive force during previous protests, was noticeable slow to respond to the attackers. In fact, some officers were captured on camera standing by as the goons beat up protesters, raising serious concerns about impartiality and command responsibility within the force. As dusk fell on Nairobi, the tension remained high. Protesters vowed to turn to the streets on Friday, this time round in larger number. The nation watches anxiously as the capital city grapples with growing unrest. Many are now calling on President Ruto to intervene and assure the country that the right to protest will be upheld without fear of violence, intimidation, or political sabotage.